Hey everybody, this is M from DIYM, and today I am showing you how to use this awesome binding tool. So this is a hole punch, very nice slim hole punch, really cool for storing. And then I'm going to use these cool binder spines and show you that you don't have to get those really expensive bulky tools in order to make something this cool, like this really cute IOU gift here. So I'm gonna show you guys that. On to the video. So I basically bought this guy. Looks pretty cool. I also have for later these. So my husband bought me these guys, and then I bought these guys. We got these on Amazon Prime Day, and then I got these from AliExpress. They're kind of clip in. They just clip together. They don't need a special machine to clip them together. You can just do that with your hands. They're just plastic, and I think that they're a lot of fun colors. Similar things, just really fun colors. These are different yellows. So you can cut these really easily, apparently, with scissors if you want to just make small things, or you can make big long things as well. So obviously the box isn't great, so I'll bring this out in a second, but I think this is really cool for storing, because I feel like those machines are, number one, they're really expensive. This is actually not too expensive. I think this is around 30 bucks or something, maybe a little bit more online. Yeah, so I don't know, I saw somebody using something like this, and I kind of wanted to just test it out for myself and see how well it would work. So yeah, I'm really excited to try this out. So this is interesting. It says precautions for use. So this is really cool to me. It says, because the tool head is coated with anti-rust oil, please punch holes in the waste paper before using it for the first time. So that's really important information, because I don't know if you guys remember, but I did that video fairly recently on corner punches and specialty punches, that sort of thing, and there was a bit of oil or grease on one of the tools. So I guess it's coated with an anti-rust oil so it doesn't rust, which makes sense. It was just really gross because I wasn't aware of it. I didn't see any warnings or anything like that about it beforehand, so it just seemed kind of disgusting to me. And I've had tons of punches in the past. I've never had a punch do that sort of thing before, or have that sort of thing before. So it says the maximum number of punching sheets is 5 ordinary copy paper. PPC paper, too much paper, too thick, do not use. Okay, so that's interesting. Maybe you might be able to do some cardstock with a little bit of a laminate over top of it, but it may not be the best thing to use with this sort of thing. Do not use paper other than ordinary paper to punch holes, such as plastic board and adhesive paper. Oh, okay. Please remove metal items such as staplers and paper clips before use. So that's all really good information. Also, it says attention, not suitable for children due to small parts and sharp edges, which could present choking or dangerous hazard. And then it shows the directions on the box here. So it says pull the handle to one side, so I guess over here, put in the paper, press the paper and push the handle again. So I guess you're supposed to slide it back, as far as I know. And it says clean up the paper scraps and then bind into a book. So that's pretty cool. So I'll show you guys, because this is not a very nice box, I know. It's kind of like an ugly box. I already broke into it earlier, but I haven't really broken in. I still have the plastic on here, so I might actually show you guys in the next clip. This stuff, I'm going to open it up off screen and play around with it. I might just do as it says, because there's anti-rust oil in here, so I might do a couple swipes before I actually show you guys stuff, so that I can get the oil off and I don't get it all over my mat as well, because I don't really like when that happens. So I'm going to unwrap this a little bit later, and then I'll show you guys what happens next. Okay, so I decided to do a fun project. I skipped over a lot of the process and steps, which I know I don't normally do on my channel, but I mean, I've done some of this process a few times, so if you need to see the process of something like this, I can always try to lead you to another particular video. So yeah, I just did a very basic thing in Illustrator and Photoshop. So I made this sort of ticket shape, then I did some stars, so a lot of this was Photoshop. This was a brush pattern, and then it looks kind of like a perforated dashes, and then I just did IOU to from, and then a big space for whatever you want to put down that you owe a person, or maybe you owe them a gift or something, you know. I just thought it'd be kind of a fun little cute booklet project to do, just very simple. So yeah, I made this really quickly in Photoshop, and I did a couple different colorways. So I did a pink and a blue. I also did a purple one, but I didn't print it off, so I printed off 4 things on each page. So for this, there's a cover and then a back cover. So I did a little blurb. If you want to, you can pause things and read what that says. But I basically did a little blurb about this fill in the blank IOU book. And then I did the 2 different colorways, and then I ended up laminating it with like a cold lamination of a rainbow holographic paper. So I thought that looked really pretty. You can just do clear laminate if you want to or something, but I just wanted to do it on one side. So I just did a cold lamination off screen. So as you guys know, I've done cold lamination quite a few times on this channel, so I'll link you to, there's I think quite a few videos, so I can do a playlist down below. And then, so for this, it's a plain blank version of this. Unfortunately, in the printer, I think this got cut off a little bit, so that's not great, but I don't know if you guys can see because It might be easier to see on this side. Can you see that? It looks like it's bent a little bit. That's actually, I did some perforation with, I'll link the video to this down below in case you haven't seen this yet too, but I also demonstrated things with this tool, which is a 4-in-1 tool, and it does cutting, scoring, perforated, line work, and then it also does a wavy line too. So this tool is lots of fun. I really liked it. It's a bit of a chaotic video, but but anyways, I did that recently and I thought that was really, really fun, so I did that with tickets. And so this is kind of a similar sort of concept. I just wanted to make things tear away, so it's easy for people to just tear out an IOU thing and then gift that to somebody. So basically did that. And then of course, as I said, I went to test this out. This is actually a really fun, handy little tool. I really, really enjoy using it. So it has all these different sizes of papers you can use here. So it's A4, A5, A6, A7, and then A7, A6, A5, A4. So you can basically punch the holes from either side if you'd like. I did a whole 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper and I just shifted it a little bit just so that I could get the oil off. And this lever was on this side originally, so I just put it on this side and then I did stuff from here. So I'll demonstrate that. I've already made this book. I haven't bound it yet. I'll do that in this video, but I've already made this book. I've already cut out some holes. So this is already perforated. The holes are already cut out. I'm just going to demonstrate on this pink one here what to do. It is a lot harder to do stuff that's cardstock and something that has a little bit of a coating on it. So you're not supposed to stick sticky stuff in here. It did cut. It's just a little harder to cut it, that's all. So I normally like to leave that till the last thing to do. So I'm just going to take off the front and the back template and just stick that up here. So you can do one sheet at a time, or you can do a couple sheets at a time. I have 20 pages here for each book, so it takes me at least 10 times if I'm doubling it up and just doing a couple pages. But I like to, I think you can go from either side if you'd like. So for this one, I did this side, and it takes a moment for it to get going sometimes because it can get stuck. So you have to be kind of hard with it, and then so you go this way, and then you go that way to release it. And there you go. There's just a couple holes here, all set and done. And it'll be easy enough to tear away the perforated edge there. If you want to, say you don't want it right on the perforated edge, you can always make things a little bit larger. Try it on a plain piece of paper maybe, and then sort of estimate where the edge should go. You might want to measure that out. Okay, so there's that. I'm going to, even though I said I was going to leave that to the end, I'm going to do this stuff off screen, but I'll show you guys this and how tough it can be to do. So I'm just going to do one at a time. I don't want to do two at a time because it's just pretty thick cardstock. Okay, so it's just regular cardstock and, as I said, a laminate sheet over top of it. Ooh, it's a lot harder to, there we go. Okay, like that. And what I like to do if I'm doing the back cover, I just want to make sure that I'm putting it in the same way. So I put it in this way. So I'm going to have the back cover go on like this, if that makes sense to everybody, right? So it's going to go in like this time. Whew. Workout. It's like arm day. So I don't love the fact that it's so close to the top, but that's just how it ended up being, unfortunately. The one thing I don't like is this cover is a lot smaller than the actual pieces of paper themselves, but it's okay. It's not a big deal to me. This is just a practice thing. The papers all ended up being the same size. It's just that the cover, I was having some difficulty printing it, so I had to shrink it down slightly. I thought it was the same size as these papers, but when I cut everything up, it turned out that it was actually a lot smaller. Not that much smaller, but just a little bit smaller. So when you end up sizing this sort of thing, I would suggest trying to size everything according to whatever the cover ends up being. But yeah, that was just a mistake on my part, obviously, but I just wanted to tell you guys that sort of thing so you can do this stuff in the future. If you want to, you can do something that's complicated. It's not really that complicated. It's actually a fairly simple design, but you can do something a little more complicated, or you can do plain paper. You can do little sketchbooks with this, notebooks, graph paper. You can do all sorts of cool stuff. You can do a little fun notebook specifically that says quote of the day or motivational quote, or, you know, something like that. I don't know. There's all sorts of fun stuff you could do there. Okay, so giving you guys some ideas for if you want to bind something in the future. I did not do the perforated edge on this cover because it was the cover and I wanted it to be secure. So I just did the perforation on the inner pages. So anyways, that's just a fun little example. Also, forgot to show this. This is the thing on the back that releases the little hole punched pieces of paper. So you can just, it's really easy to take apart here. It is on, it looks like a hinge here. So you just do that and then you just dump out all the little bits. And it can get caught. So I like to go like this every now and then. Not too hard, just fairly gently to sort of get a lot of the stuff out. and then you can just sweep things aside and throw them out. So pretty easy, straightforward tool to use. I think it's really fun, really genius. It's lightweight, can be kind of difficult to use sometimes. I don't know how someone with maybe arthritis or something would be able to handle it, or if you don't have, you know what I mean? I'm not really muscular or anything like that, but I can get it across. It just sometimes it's a little bit difficult. So I would say try to do what you can, just press it down and just slide it across. But yeah, I don't know. I think this is really, really cool for if you want to store something. It's pretty easy to store. It's not as bulky as some of the binding machines that you see out there, because there's some big heavy ones that I think, for me, I think it's going to be really difficult to store it, but I think that this is quite handy and a lot easier to store. So yeah, so I'm gonna make this off screen, and then when I come back, I'm going to bind these IOU things up, and hopefully you can see how easy this is to do with just a few simple tools and accessories. Okay, I'll see you when I come back. So I'm gonna bring these guys back. I might go with a fun yellow color just to go with both of them. I'll just cut that up. So something yellow to go with the stars, maybe? I think this is a nice bright one that goes with that. I'm just gonna take that out of the pack. They gave me, I think, 2 of each. I'm not trying to take them out though. Looks almost like a spine. I mean, it is technically a spine. I think it's the spine of a buck, right? Isn't that what it's normally called? So let's see here. Let's see whereabouts we're supposed to cut this. So it looks like we have to cut this pretty much right here, and that's really supposed to be easy to cut. Okay. Same as this. Try to make it the exact same size. So it's just this part right here needs to be cut too. If I do another one, then I guess I can use another one if I decide to do another one of these of a different color or something maybe. So I think you just put this through like that, and you just clip it together as far as I know. Oh, so easy. Easy and a fun little project. So there you go, guys. A fun little IOU book, and you can make this for almost anybody. So I'm gonna do the other one real quick. I think it's a fun little gift to give somebody. Yeah, these are really easy to snap together, and you can probably unsnap them and reuse them too, which is really cool too. I don't know how easy it is to unsnap these, but maybe, can I unsnap these? Yeah, you can totally unsnap these if you wanted to. It's a possibility as well. Anyways, there you go. I just made really quickly. I mean, it took me all day to, you know, I did this on Photoshop and Illustrator last night, and then I just printed up a bunch of pages and cut them all out and did the perforated edges and all that stuff. But this took almost no time at all to do, and the binding took pretty much no time to do too. So this is, to me, a really straightforward and easy project to do. Really fun. I don't know. I think they're really, really cool. I think this is a really, really easy and fun project to do. I don't know, you guys can go nuts. It doesn't have to be an IOU book, obviously. It doesn't have to be a specific notepad or a sketchbook or anything like that, but you could totally do that if you wanted to as well. Yeah, and I think it's really, really straightforward, really, really fun to do something like this. And as I said, this is really easy to store. I forgot to mention, it's a nice foam bottom on the bottom here, so it's really easy to keep it on the table nice and sturdy and securely. It doesn't really shift a lot, so that's really good too. I think that's kind of what you need, but I really enjoy this. I think that this is really, really cool, really fun. As I said, you can reuse these if you wanted to. But yeah, you can also make specific journals, do some fun journal layouts, really fun gifts to give people, or you can even start your own business if you'd like to with this sort of thing, I guess. I just don't know how many you can make. I don't know if it's easy to manufacture stuff that easy, you know, because it's more like a hobby thing, I'd say. Because this one, it's not tremendously stable, it's plastic, right? So I'm sure the more heavy duty ones, if you're really serious about it, are probably the better ones, the more expensive ones. So if you're trying to sell stuff, you might want to pick up something like that. But yeah, if you want to just do this as a hobby and make some gifts for people sometimes, or even just make something for yourself, this is a really cool machine. This is a really fun tool. I really, really like it. I think that you might like it too. I don't know. I watched somebody else do it because I was kind of debating buying this for a long time. I saw it on the internet. I wasn't sure if I should get it, and I decided to just get it. As I said, it was on Amazon, and my husband bought it for me. So it does work. It's really fun, simple, lightweight, and you can make books. And I basically made these books in a matter of a day. It might take a couple days maybe to make something like this too if you want, but it depends on how fast you do things, right? But yeah, it was pretty quick and straightforward and easy. Anyways, I hope you guys liked that. If you did, please give me a like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that yet, and share the video if you think that somebody's gonna like this kind of tool and maybe this content. I've been doing a lot of fun tools on this channel, just unique, different art to craft based tools, but I'm doing series and stuff here and there. Most of the stuff on my channel is just making cool cool, unique gifts and stuff for people. So hopefully you guys like that part of it too, in case you guys have never seen my stuff before, that is. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it, and I hope everybody has an awesome day. Thanks for watching, everybody. Okay, bye!